how are you all? Today is Sunday, August the 28th. We are almost in September and I tell you, I can't wait. I hope you've all had an amazing week. Today I am going to be doing a Mass Conscious Collective reading from this moment forth, preferably for the week ahead. I am going to jump on again in the next day or two to do the collective energies for the month of September. Might even post it today. We'll see how we go. But for the benefit of today, we are going to tap into the current energies. I think a lot of you may need this right now for some reason. Please be aware, I'm an energetic intuitive, so there are a lot of people that are going to be going through some contrasting moments at the moment. I can feel the desperation. I literally had to put my phone on silent this weekend because I had a lot of people in desperate experiences trying to reach out to me. I understand a lot of people will reach out to me when things go pear-shaped, but I have to respect my boundaries. And at the end of the day, if I solved everyone's problems for them, sometimes I'm enabling them not to give them that time and space to maybe work things out for themselves. So if that's you and you're watching this, please don't take offense. It's just you got to respect my boundaries as much as, that. So for today, I'm going to tap into the Mass Conscious Collective energies to give us what we need from this moment forth. So once again, please just be mindful. If you're not experiencing this yourself, then that's awesome. But if there are people around you that are going through very contrasting moments at the moment, there is a reason for this. We are heading into, it just feels like we're in little cocoons right now, and we're about to go into some sort of rebirth in our own individual lives. I've been saying this over the last few months about karmic cycles. A lot of people are ending karmic cycles, starting a new karmic reward season, whereas those people who aren't learning their lessons, they're sort of holding on to driftwood, they're not creating any change in their life, they're constantly looking at the problems and not the solutions and all that sort of stuff. They're really going to be feeling it right now. So it's no judgment against them. In life, everything's an energy exchange and energetic, you know what I mean? So just don't take on anybody else's stuff right now. Be there for them if you can. Remain emotionally neutral and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just don't come down hard on them, okay? All right, so Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely and full protection to offer the Mass Conscious Collective, myself included, something that we need to know from this moment forth? Preferably within the next week, but like I say, you always give us what we need. All right. Ooh, well, this one jumped out initially. What have we got? We've got, again, don't let pride get in your way. So it's really important right now to keep your ego in check. Don't let pride get in your way, obviously. Look at that. Emotions are running high. These jumped out. You saw them. So like I said right at the beginning when I tapped into the energies just generally, emotions are going to be running high. Everybody is at a different point in their own energetic timeline. It's all by their own creation. So if you are someone who really loves to love and you give so much, now just be mindful, and I'm not saying don't help anyone. It's not what I'm saying, but just be very mindful. Really use your discernment when you go in to help anybody else right now too. If you know them and believe that this is something that they really need to work out for themselves, lend an ear in that, but just allow them to do the process themselves, because that's where the biggest solutions are. Or you may be this energy right now where you feel like you're losing control of everything and everything's spiraling out of control. It's time for you to take that time back and soothe yourself. I got a message yesterday before I did my live over in the Spiritual Shack last night. Spirit are asking everyone to clarify right now, to gain some clarity in your own vibration. So the way that you do that is you tap into yourself and get clear on your goals and get clear on your boundaries, get clear on what you want in life, So it's a time for doing that, not necessarily a time for action taking and big changes. I feel like the changes are coming in the next 4 to 6 weeks anyway, but right now we need to collect ourselves. We really need to take care of our emotional selves. They just were making me drink and all that sort of stuff. So if you are numbing any sort of emotion right now through substances or anything like that, if you can, I would pay attention to that. Being someone who did that in the past, I know how hard it is. If someone told me not to drink or smoke or, do anything to numb feelings and stuff, I would have said, but I understand. But, if that's something that you're willing to take control of in your life and prepare to make changes, and I will go back into that, please don't be spiteful to other people. Please don't match their energy. If they want to be low vibe and they want to be mean, nasty, manipulative, anything like that, just leave them to it. You have a choice each and every day as to what you're vibrationally a part of. We did get luckers on your side. So there is a lucky break coming. And I know, guys, I've been saying it for ages. I feel like this is going to come in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. September's always been a corker for me. I've felt it for so long. Even I'm on this end, I've got my own contrast going on, but I'm still focusing on getting my own clarity, deciding where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to do it with, all that sort of stuff. But please know luck is on your side. When I did a meditation before jumping on, I kept seeing the number 4. So number 4 may be significant. So it could be the 4th of September, 4th of October, 4th week. There was some significance with 4. I did ask them for more on that, but I didn't get it. I just kept seeing in my clairvoyant eye the number 4. So just remember I said that. I always pop these things in, so because you just never know. So don't let pride get in your way, you guys. Don't let ego get the best of you. Don't go into any tit for tat. It's really time to raise your vibration enough where you just love people where they are. Emotions are going to be running high. For me, it's the emotion of excitement and anticipation and what's next. So if you're in that category, keep going. It's coming in. But if you're on the other end of the stick where you are experiencing a lot of contrast in that, there's a lesson in it for you. That's all it is. It's just a lesson. That Spirit are asking you to tweak your energy right now, to remember your worth, to know that you are good enough and that you don't have to settle for less than you deserve. Look at that just jumped out. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, they do. That's where the clarity comes in. What's that saying? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And pretty harsh statement, but you need to create a plan for yourself. Where do you see yourself in 3, 6, 9, 12 months' time? I spent the night last night planning my weekly non-negotiables and stuff. I do it all the time anyway. It's just who I am and what I do. But as you go through certain contrasts, what you need changes. So if you need to maybe implement some daily practices for yourself and start building up a new momentum of that, I would really encourage that. We've got a fiery climax is approaching. Please be very mindful who you play with, what you play in, who you help, all that sort of stuff right now, because you may involuntarily become part of this fiery climax. It may have absolutely nothing to do with you, but all of a sudden you're in this chaos and this conflict and it's got absolutely nothing to do with you. Just be mindful of that. Spirit are asking everybody, I need one more. Spirit are asking everybody right now. There's a full moon coming up. Can't remember dates and stuff, but I've got a feeling that it's going to be around that time where this may become prevalent, and it's going to be dependent on where you are in your energy. Oh, nice. So we've got a new romance cycle begins. So if you are seeking love, that's me too. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. So this is a balancing of the scales. Everything in life must be of equal reciprocity. But if you are seeking love, and it may not be intimate love really, if you just want to be loved how you deserve by friends, family, all that sort of stuff, or you are looking for a new romantic partner, it's definitely coming in. So the more you love yourself, the more you create a plan for yourself, the more that you know what you want, the more clarity you have within yourself, the more you clarify that each and every day. This is where that luck's going to come in and the new romantic cycle is going to begin for you. So, this may be just a job that you love. Anything that you love, that's the energy of that for the mass conscious. So you take with that as you wish. So let's get into some wisdoms now. All right, so the other cards are backing this up. At the moment, you may feel like you're in a fork in the road. This card has come out for nearly every reading I did this week. So it feels like at the moment that You take 2 steps forward, maybe 1 step back. Because I feel like the issue here is everyone's getting in their head, or they're getting stuck in their emotional craw. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they feel an emotion, and as soon as they feel that emotion, especially if it's less than or something that they don't want, or it's fear or worry or concern or anything like that, they get stuck in their head. Then they logically try to work everything out. And that's such a 3D way of doing things. If I could implore you from this moment forward, hopefully to avoid this fiery climax and to soothe your emotions and all that sort of stuff, is to sit there and acknowledge how you feel. It's okay to feel how you're feeling. It's cool. It's teaching you something. If you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. So if you're experiencing a fork in the road right now, it's because you need to address the underlying issue as to what you're feeling, and to turn your attention and focus into something that feels a little bit better for yourself. Because I feel like this is unnecessary. That's why I say it like that. I feel like this is something that people are doing to themselves. It's not actually what's happening in the energetic timeline of things. We have our own individual timelines, but when I'm reading from Mass Conscious, I'm tapping into the collective energies here, what's possible, who you really are, you know, focus on what floats your boat, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we do get to be fair as well. So there is some fairness and some balance. We even got the scales in this. So maybe pull these 2 out for symbology. There is a balance in the scales, but you've got to love yourself first and foremost before you can even possibly love another. It's just the way it is. Otherwise, you'll always be, you know, you always attract who you are, what you think, how you feel, what you believe, all that sort of stuff. So unless you sit down and clarify what that is for yourself, you will keep feeling like you're in a fork in the road because nothing will ever satisfy you. So, you know, there is some balance coming. They're saying use your wisdom. Use your wisdom. Try not to fall into the 3D logic of it all. Use your wisdom. You are being divinely led and divinely guided right now, but Spirit will never drop their energy to match you where you are. You've got to raise your vibration to where they are, and then you will feel them, you will see them. Your next best logical step will come in. The reason why I say that is because we've got Treasure Island, and this is coming out all the time as well. So it's been a slow and steady race up until this point, but your Pandora's box here, your treasure chest, it's coming. It's whatever you want. If it's love, it's going to be a new relationship for you. If it's a new job that you love, that can be it as well. To buy that new property that you love, it's coming in as well. They're really pulling me towards mid-September, so around 12th to 16th. So I got the number 4 and I got 12th to 16th as well. So that's how close it is for everybody, because it's part of this luck. It's part of this transformation that a lot of us are going through. So really use your discernment as to who you play with, what you entertain. Try not to get yourself caught up in crises, if you know what I mean. That's part of this creating the plan here. We did get TikTok, so use your time wisely. Time is actually on our side right now. We still have the energetic time to sort of clean up and tidy up any loose ends. You got to make a choice. Are you going to choose to stay on the chaos and the conflict and the emotion and the trauma and the worry and the concern and the addiction and the behaviors and all that no longer serve you while you're in this sort of chrysalis kind of just about to give birth to something new, fork in the road energy, and then embrace this luck and this new romantic cycle that's coming in for you? Or are you still going to have this churned up within you and then in turn project it out there, or attract more of the same? It's going to be totally up to you. Now, they did say look at the bottom of the deck and the higher powers there. So like I said, you are being intuitive guided, but if that's meant to come out, it will. I'll just get one more on those. I mean, like, I'm in the same position at the moment too. Like, I got told again for the 3rd time this year that the owner's moving back and I've got to move out and I've got to find somewhere. And, you know, I could have gone into the, oh my God, all the drama of it all. But I'm actually taking this time to sit here and go, you know what? My life has changed so much over the last 6-12 months. I am where I am. I'm eager for more. What area soothes me? Like, which area do I want to go in? I'm not going into the chaos and the conflict. I'm going into the plan. I'm going into the creation of it. I'm choosing those better feeling thoughts and feelings for myself. I'm soothing myself. As soon as that little bit of worry or concern comes up, I'm like, it's okay. Universe is taking care of it. Universe has got my back. Spirit have got my back. I just need to tap into that feeling of what I want, and I want something warmer. I want something that gets sunshine throughout the day. I want something with really, a lot of storage, and I go into the daydream and the visualization and that really good feeling place of what this is, rather than the worry, the concern, the chaos, the concern, and all that sort of stuff. So that's sort of like they just told me window of opportunity. So there is a window of opportunity coming in, but you've got to be in the right space to do it. Yeah, one more. Yeah, see, and then we got co-create. So we are going to come into times we're going to start co-creating with bigger, better, more beautiful people. This is part of this romantic cycle as well. So like I say, it can be intimate romance. If that is cool, go get lucky. But it's part of this luck as well. So this could be co-creative business partners. This can be your family becoming more co-creative with each other. It can be anything. Co-creation is positive co-creation. It's when two worlds collide. They just told me when two worlds collide, that's going to happen. But you have to be in the vibrational space to receive that and know that you are lucky and that lucky things can happen to you. Yeah. All right, let's get some tarot. I'm really looking forward to a September's reading now. Might do that today while I'm on a roll. All right, Spirit, let's use the tarot. Let's give us some fortune telling stuff here. A lot of you are going to have to be really brave, honestly. You have to be really brave and respect yourself, even if you have to become a hermit a little bit and just withdraw your energies from any worldly concerns. I would really do that if I were you. Oh, they want to jump over. Yeah, there's going to be a shift in your abundance and prosperity sectors. Got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight, as you'll probably hear me say all the time, it's a very slow moving energy. We're just gathering momentum right now. So if you have a plan and you're executing that plan and you're thinking and visualizing and daydreaming and living it like you have it already, and that's part of your plan, here it comes, it's coming in, it definitely is. Got the treasure chest here to this treasure island. It's definitely still coming in for you next 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, they keep saying. So it's definitely coming in for you. Abundance, baby, this is gathering momentum. Everything I spend comes back to me threefold. I feel like I need to empower some of you with really positive internal dialogue. The love I have, every time I put love out there, it comes back to me threefold. Everything that I want, I desire, it's coming back to me threefold. They really want me to emphasize that threefold. So check in with self, because they just told me that some people, when they say things like that, they feel greedy. But it's not. The universe is unlimited. You can have whatever you want. It's only us as individuals that pinch ourselves off from any form of abundance, love, prosperity, joy, happiness, anything of that nature. It's coming in. It's coming in threefold. Ideas are going to pay off. Ideas are going to pay off, they're saying. Thoughts turn into things. Thoughts turn into things. They're really drumming it home. So shift your internal dialogue. Honestly, shift your internal dialogue. Do that for yourself as part of your plan. Really start incorporating some daily practices. You may just want to do a 15-minute meditation. You may just want to go outside and just surrender all your worries and concerns to the universe and say, please take care of it for me. Thank them for supporting you, for understanding you, for loving you, for nourishing you. Do that with your partners and friends right now. Show some appreciation and gratitude. You may want to shift something in your diet. You want to drop one of those alcoholic beverages and turn it into a smoothie. There's so many things that you can do, and Spirit are really encouraging you to do that right now, because whatever you're putting out there, and you know what it is for yourself, it's going to come back to you threefold. So is it for your highest good or is it not? Basically, this one just jumped out. Yep, see, you need to turn your back. This come out in the daily, weekly reads, I think, as well. So you need to turn your back to anything that doesn't add value to your life, that doesn't fill up your cup. If you don't, the reason why so many people take just whatever they can get their hands on is because they don't have a plan. You know what I mean? They don't have, they're not disciplined in their energy. It's really personal developing. Yeah, they've got no clarity. You know, they're just so focused on that feeling of loneliness, of dissatisfaction. Nothing ever works out for me. This is how I'm feeling and all that. Yeah, the neighbor might say, hey, do you want to come over for a drink and have a good time? And that may be all exciting and stuff, but that neighbor turns out to be, you know, exactly what they had in the past, especially if it's got to do with relationships or something. So we want to stop that. We want to help stop you guys attracting what it is that you've always got. It's time to reach out and get something new, and it's got to fill your cup. So take the time out to clarify it. Take the time out. There are constantly people coming in. I know for myself, there's been a lot of energetic vampire energy over the last 2 to 3 days. Everybody wanting a piece of me, so to speak, or, you know, thinking I can just drop everything that I'm doing and just help them, so to speak. This can be, you can even, this isn't happening to me, but this could be happening too. You may have ex-partners or ex-friends or ex-something trying to come in because they've had a realization of how valuable you are in their life, and they try to come back and say, you know what, I'm sorry, la 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 la. Use your discernment, but I've got a feeling a lot of you need to turn your back. If you want this energy to come in with the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, so this is money, abundance, joy, prosperity. Everyone's value on this is different. You really need to turn your back and really use your own discernment about who you help, what situations you put yourself in, what mindset you're in, how you're talking and speaking to yourself, all that sort of jazz. I was actually funny because last night when I was doing my own work and I did my live over on the Spiritual Shack, I actually had the idea of maybe from the 1st of September organising a week-long workshop or something just to help people get started, to get them on their track, because it's really hard for me on this end. Everyone's in a different energetic timeline, so unless you book a private reading with me, it's hard for me to say, hey, this is for you and that's for you and let's start here and let's do this and let's do that, because most people don't know what to do. So if that is something that would interest you, maybe just a 5-day workshop even, just to say, hey, today is Monday, let's do this is Tuesday, just to help get your momentum going and give you a different perspective into something else. If you want more and more and more of yourself, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do with that. All right, so love is definitely coming into the situation. We've got the Lovers and we've got a new romantic cycle begin. So if you are seeking love, it is definitely coming in. You've got to stop focusing on who you've been with, where you've been, how it's been, all the injustice in that. Don't worry about that anymore. That has only taught you what you want now, so focus on what you do want. Only accept things in your life that add value to your life. Equal energy exchange, laughter, humor, compassion, loyalty. You know, someone who actually listens to you. They don't just hear you. There's definitely coming in, because then we got supportive partnerships as well. And we got co-create. So like I say, I feel like this is a real romantic love reading, but because I'm reading Mass Conscious Collective, this can go to, you know, can be in regards to family members, it can be co-creative partnerships in business, anything of that. So take it as you wish. But what I love about this is that anybody who turns their back to what no longer serves them, you know, starts filling up their own cup, you know, self-love, self-care, loving yourself where you are, loving yourself warts and all. The love is definitely going to come into the situation and it's going to be fully supported by the universe. This is divine intervention, man. This is divine guidance. I know I'm sitting there going, I've been waiting, universe. I'm waiting. But it's definitely coming in. It's definitely coming in. Here comes the Three of Pentacles too. So everything is coming back to you threefold. So just remember that. That's what I got with this card as well. Everything's moving up here. There is nothing going down. Spirit, show me a red flag when it's something to watch out for. There is nothing to watch out for. The only thing we need to watch out for right now is what our plans are, what else we need to clarify within ourselves, what we're involving ourselves in, what's conducive to our well-being, avoiding fiery climaxes, using your words and your dialogue very positively. I'm sorry, we just have to agree to disagree on that. Or I'm sorry, I understand you have more feelings for me than I do for you, but it's probably best that we just leave it here. You know, be very, very neutral, very understanding, especially of other people if they're going through their crap. You know, they're obviously really stuck in their ego and their pride. They're not going to want to let anything go because it's comfortable and warm and secure and predictable to them. There's no growth in that. Let's all make a choice right now to get out of this fork in the road, to expand our horizons, to expand the individual that we are. None of us are ever perfect. We're always a work in progress. It's very exciting, but when you're creating that and you're doing it deliberately, you know, luck is going to be on our side. Our treasure chests are coming in. We're going to co-create with wonderful people. There's a balance that's coming here. It doesn't, even if you love money a lot and you haven't got enough, you know, focus on that and more money will definitely come in for you. Whatever this is, it's heavily supported. It's going to be heavily supported. It's all coming back threefold. Let's grab a couple more of them. It's such a beautiful energy. It's soothing. It's calming. It's lucky. I feel blessed. I feel connected. You know, maybe that spirit are just taking me on this timeline because that's the timeline that you guys need to get into. I am blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm lucky. I'm expecting positive things. I'm learning how to be balanced. I'm learning new ways of doing things. I'm opening myself up to a new perspective. I understand that what I've been doing right now isn't conducive to my highest good and my well-being, and I'm willing to let that go now so I can replace it with something better. It's okay for me to co-create. I can trust again. There are people out there that I can trust. I can use this time wisely. I don't have to use this time in chaos and conflict and fiery exchanges. I play my part. I choose to play my part by becoming a hermit, focusing on myself, clarifying what kind of abundance do I want. I mean, I even printed out last night a heap of secret checks. You can jump on the Secret TV app, download a check, and I wrote about 4 checks out for myself. I put it all around my house. I put a little board. I can probably post pictures somewhere, but put a little notice on my door where I wake up and I look at it. And it's what Gabby Bernstein said many, many years ago that I picked up on. And it's like, source is my supply. I trust you. Source is my supply. Where would you have me go? What would you have me see? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? I have that on my board, and it's the first thing I look at when I wake up in the morning. So it's doing all those little daily practices. It's putting those sort of little plans in place. Like I say, if there's a little workshop, I have just created the Spiritual Shack Study Hall. So if anyone wants to learn new ways of doing things, you might want to go and join over there. Just little mini paid workshops. If that interests you, please let me know down below, because I'm here to give you what you need. So I need to know what you need. What do you need? What would benefit you? But yeah, it's all definitely coming in. It's like magic. I just said, give me one more, and it's like magic. The magician stepping in. So things are going to fall in your lap if you're in vibrational alignment with it. Most definitely. This is love, luck, money, resources, friendships, bonds, all that sort of stuff. It's like magic. It's divinely orchestrated. It's coming in for you. You've got to be careful of the magician sometimes, because this could be something that you're experiencing now, or something of the past where they're like tricksters. You know what I mean? Especially if you're getting to know other people, you know, and they promise you the world and they sell you illusions and try to trick you into things and false promises. And, you know, that could be part of this fiery climax that's approaching right now. It's like, it's okay to let those people go, let those things go. If they don't add value, if they don't make you feel special, if they don't make you feel good, if there's no equal energy exchange, if nothing's reciprocated, so to speak, you know, maybe you're going for the forbidden fruit rather than the love of your life or the job of your life or something of that nature. So the more you invest, look, at the end of the day, they just said to me, the more you invest in yourself right now, the more your investments are going to pay off. So what's your plan? What are you going to invest in? Tell Spirit. They are orchestrating it for you. You've got to really speak your future into being and live it like you have it already. Maybe I could do a refresher law of attraction course. All right, let's get some oracles. Woo! I love it when they just jump out like that. I've got some new cards coming too. They've been like in the transition for about bloody 5 weeks. So hopefully next week I'll jump on here and or on my Facebook group and give some readings from the new deck. They're like, I've got a shaman deck. Oh, I think I've got 5 new decks, so that should be interesting. Divine magic. Magician. Here we go. Are you creating the life you desire? Are you creating the love that you want? Are you creating the abundance that you deserve? Are you creating that right now? Magic. It's going to come in like magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situations right now, so expect miracles. Where's the other one go? There it is. Ah, again. Look. Treasure chest. Treasure island. It's coming in, see? Whatever you're asking the universe for, whether it's good or bad, it's coming in. So please take the time, shift your perspective. Treasure chest, treasure island, magician, magical energies. It's going to come in like magic. But what is magic? Magic is emotional alignment with your dreams and your desires. That's what it's all about. If you're in alignment or very close to, let's get it on. Let's get it on. I think we should have a party in the next couple of weeks for those who are deliberately creating. And if you do experience some good news, please share it in the comments. Or come and let me know on my Facebook page or something. Or join the Spiritual Shack. It's free to join. I do like my live readings over there to avoid the scammers and stuff. So, yeah. And yeah, make time to relax. Create a plan. Develop some sort of tranquility. Soothe your emotions right now. Don't be a byproduct of someone else's BS. Okay? That's the biggest lesson right now. Get out of that fiery climax, get out of that fork and road and clarify. What do you want? Why do you want it? Go back and watch last week's Mass Conscious Collective because I was saying something very similar. But at the moment, they're showing me love. They're showing me positive co-creations. They're showing me support. They're showing me abundance. They're showing me joy, romance, love. Time is still on our side to work our way out of this fork in the road energy. There's luck here. There's luck. There's treasures. There's magic. There's blissful times, there's love, there's balance, there's money, there's fortunes, there's luck. But at the end of the day, your dreams need a plan. All right? Well, I hope this helped you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll be back as per usual. If you do want to book a private reading, kindly buy me a coffee for an energy exchange. What else am I doing? Check back here every morning for your morning messages. All that sort of jazz. All the comments are down in the description box below. I'd love to see you over in the Spiritual Shack. Free to join, private group. Get over there. All right, guys, love you so much. Have a wonderful week and I'll see you again soon. Bye.